Feather redeemed. So Feather here says, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery that targets a creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. The Explorer Anthology brought with it Titan Strength here. +3/+1 in Scry. Works nicely with Feather. And then a new 1-drop. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Hoplite, put a 1/1 counter on it and prevent damage that would be dealt to it this turn. So trying out a straight, pure, red-white build today. Good, clean mana. 4 copies of Den of the Bugbear for a creature land. An Eiganjo here. Got a Sejiri Shelter hiding up here. We've got Virtuoso, 10th District Legionnaire, and Dreadhorde Arcanist for 2-mana spells, and then a whole bunch of different 1-mana spells that Arcanist can flash back. So let's pop on into some games with this and see how Red-White Feather feels this morning in Explorer. For folks that are hanging out today, looks like we've got a good chunk of people in here already, which is awesome to see. I'm planning to stream 3 Magic decks at a minimum in Explorer today. If we are above, let's set a reasonable, if we're above 700 concurrent viewers, when we finish our 3rd deck of the day, we will do a 4th deck. And then same bet for that one. We finish the 4th with over 700, we'll do a 5th, and then 5's where I'm gonna call it. But we'll get at least 3 today. Maybe we'll get up to 5 depending on how many people are hanging out. It's always hard to tell how release days are gonna go. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're just average. I feel like there's a good bit of interest in Explorer. Has anybody ever seen 100% before on here? You must play a game this season to receive your seasonal rewards. Has anybody ever seen that mouse over pop up before either? Some of you would mulligan this hand on the draw. I am able to block warriors, so I'm gonna keep it. Watch us get, like, unsummoned and us not get the cantrip. Oh no, chat! Hand me cookie jar. I came back to Magic because they added Supreme Verdict to the format. Wow. Why you just gotta go and announce to everybody that you're awful? Why do you hate nice people trying to attack with creatures? What did the creatures that are trying to attack ever do to you? Thanks for the 10 months, Showtime. Welcome back. Yeah, I got you, Alistair. It's okay. If you love blue-white control, you're in good company. Blue-white control is all Wizards wants there to be playable.
Can I talk to the chat?
You want to talk to the chat?
Yeah. So chat, we should, can I, what do you think? What do you think that you should buy me the Wizard's West code? So you can watch me more videos of me playing the DLC and making more content.
Oh, you need the delicious last course to make content.
Yeah, and also limited the Switch because I really want to play with the new Switch to get more better at the game, you know? Please calm down. Whoa.
I like how he came in here to ask chat. What a little snake. What's going on, Kraken? Thanks for the 38 months. Welcome back. You know the deal, dude. You gotta be good. You gotta be good for all your sessions for a week.
Read a comment down below. It said. What?
Chat, for any of you that don't have children, all children want to be YouTubers / streamers. It's like, it's what they want to be doing. / Jacob. You're already a Jacob. You have successfully become a Jacob. All right, we're super torched here.
No. Wait, you gotta roll a hell.
Chat, even the children who aren't my children want to be streamers.
Yeah.
They all like, listen, kids his age, they're far from the only ones that watch people play video games. Can you imagine watching other people play video games? What a weird thing to want to watch. Just strange habits.
Daddy, you're playing a game if you watch it. So why? If it's actually making real because you're playing. You say other people play games are real, but you real now because yeah.
This matchup seems abysmal.
My brain can do my game.
I like have a couple of rested pieces and then aggro.
Rested piece.
Okay, my dude, you gotta let Dad work for a little bit. You're not weaseling a DLC out of chat, or you're dead. You know the rule.
Why? Wait.
Because we made a deal, and I can't go back on our deal.
OT with...
You gotta make good on your deal. You're into the deal.
Wait. The other speech teacher is sick, so I won't get back there safe.
Okay, I love you. Please go out of my office now.
If you're ready to get another way, because it might be sick, it might be all forever, it might be the whole time summer, and then
You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, if be sick, if the other speech teacher gets sick by the whole entire summer.
When do children get the sarcasm DLC?
I need to do this fast course. We gotta go take so long.
Okay, I promise if they're sick, you can get it, okay? But they're not gonna be sick. Oh, I do gotta say that was kind of extra crafty of him. He decided to come in here. Oh, I should have scribed before we drew there, right? I told him he needed to be good to get something, so he came in here and decided to ask chat. Does he think chat's his third parent? Oh no. What a disaster have I created if he thinks of chat as a third parent. This is not a good setup for the rest of his life. It's like when the kids do the okay, Dad said no, I'm gonna run it back and ask Mom for something question. Twitch chat can barely play Pokemon. We don't want them raising children. Are you diminishing our co-parental role? I am. I am, in fact, diminishing. To give chat context, believe it or not, my children are often spoiled. But in this particular case, Jacob and Declan are taking a couple of classes over the summer, and Jacob has had some less than ideal behavior on occasion with the teacher in the one class he's in. So I told him he needs to be well behaved for 4 entire days, which is the whole week of his classes, to get the DLC. And he was a little bit less than well behaved yesterday. All right, hopefully they're dead here. He wants the DLC for Cuphead. All right, no rest in peace, just running him down. Sign me up. Jacob is my older of the 3, and he is 8. relatively aggressive, but if they have a good combo draw, we do just die. Yeah, exactly, Jubos. I told him he could have a retry, and he has a class today and then classes again next week. Told him he has to do 4 days in a row to get it. Indomitable creativity getting bent is kind of scary. They must be missing lands. My body is ready to die to a flurry of Gear Hulks, but our lands are kind of awkward here due to the Bugbear being tapped, having a real drawback. Alright, they didn't discard Magma Opus there, so I'm saying there's a chance. Let's draw a white source here, untapped. Oh yeah, we can upkeep Titan Strike, can't we? What's going on, Rook? Thank you for the 39 months. Welcome back. Nailed it. Look at that. Look at that competitive Twitch chat advantage. Scry 2 lands at the bottom. Get a solid crunch in here. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the white source actually. So I can feather plus fight in the same turn. Hey, BJ, thanks for the over 2.5 years. Welcome back. And Oradel, thanks for the 32 months. Alright, are there 2 Gear Hulks in my future? There could be 2 Gear Hulks in our future, chip. 3 Gear Hulks in my future? That's funny, Kraken. Yeah, we might be able to go over the top of these Gear Hulks because they don't have video. There don't have any huge spells in here. Ooh, that's a Sublime Epiphany, and they have Reflection here. I kind of need to find Rest in Peace, huh? Super unfortunate. Is Untapped not working? Yeah, it looks like Untapped is missing the new cards too. Hopefully, usually they get that patch same day, so hopefully that happens. Yes, I did board out Reckless Rage. I think that's typically correct in this matchup. Oh, wait. Am I just dead? The shock leaves me dead, right? Yeah, because the Sublime Epiphany bounces the Feather indeed, and then I get attack for 12. Unsurprisingly, my deck without counter spells or discard spells does not seem good against the combo control deck. Weird. I think this deck tends to have plenty of good play and counterplay into generic control decks that don't have a combo aspect to them, but against a deck that gets to put Titans into play like that, not a whole lot we can do. Hey, welcome back, Forklift. Appreciate it. Containment Priest isn't even really good against their deck. They have so many shocks. Chat, we literally can't fucking know if the audio is better. It happens sporadically and randomly. So it's impossible for me to know anecdotally if it's fixed or if we're just getting lucky. So the 28 months begins. Welcome back. I got Mystique last night for Snap, so I'm down to missing 6 cards. I refuse to put hundreds of dollars into the Nexus events to finish faster. This feels too bad, man. Do I wanna trade Titan Strength for the Old Growth Troll? I think I do. What's going on, U60? Thanks for the 7 months. Welcome back. Matt Maxon, thank you for the 45 months. Welcome back. Appreciate the support. Oh, and your political minute for the morning, because it came across my Twitter timeline, people responding to my repost of it. There are currently 20 GOP attorney generals that are suing the USDA because they would like permission to discriminate against trans and queer students who get free lunches at school. So in case anyone was wondering, can they be more fucking awful and evil? The answer is always yes. They can be more awful and evil. No, they're getting lunches because they're underprivileged. So they're suing to be able to discriminate who gets lunches as underprivileged children based on sexual orientation. Because most schools in the country have free lunch programs for people that are less fortunate, which is a good thing. They just want to be able to decide who gets them based on whatever arbitrary conditions they want. In this case, bigoted conditions. Thanks for jumping through that hoop, Toe Smasher. And can our favored boys hold down the big green board. They have an instant speed fight spell here? What's the plan? Oh, they just want another mana, right? 8. They wanted another mana. This lets them storm the festival. Maybe I should have maybe we should have Favored Hoplighted, actually the other one. We could have done it to this one and then like absorb some of the damage and not give them the ramp.
I battle for the forces of good. I will not lose another friend.
Well, Sejiri Shelter gets a little bit... Oh, I guess Shelter on Feather does kill Karn, huh? Because of Golos being on the ground? Not in danger of dying on the backswing here. So I think I'm sending this one up top. Getting out of the bin. Nothing I really care about. Reckless Rage. Some things die while others feel the pain. Reckless Rage. So we're going to put a stop on my end step here. So that way, when the Reckless Rage comes back to my hand... my sequencing here is technically inoptimal. I shouldn't have showed them that. I was gonna kill the Golos. That's also probably fine. So we'll end turn. All of our Feather redeemed cards come back to our hand. Before we pass the turn and damage goes off of this, we'll Reckless Rage again. How stormy is the festival these days? Are they dead? Probably pretty close to it, right? Definitely auto-order triggered abilities with this deck. Back on Feather. Wait, are they dead? 9. Yeah, looks dead. Counts dead to me. So, Reckless Rage, obviously great here. Stance seems good as both a protection spell and way to cut through their things. This is probably an okay Angelfire Ignition matchup too, huh? They don't really interact with our thing, and getting big and getting trample sounds kind of appealing. Is this a fight as one out matchup? You want to cut Dreadhorde? Really? Why? Why do we think Dreadhorde is bad? Link it has a hard time attacking. Can I go down that low on threats though? I only have 20 creatures. Maybe we could trim a couple. Make it like 2 Arcanists and 4 fights. I think 18 threats is like the floor, and I don't think I want to bring in Skyclave or Showdown. This card's really good, chat. They're getting to not take damage inside of a round of combat is so strong. What's going on, Juicy John? Thank you for the 36 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. I think I'm murdering the Land War Elf here, huh? Keeping them off a 5-drop next turn. These kill Kiora, right? Yeah, I think I'm fine with their Planeswalker being a gain 7 here. Reckless Rage is cheating with Favored Hoplite. It's pretty good. Speaking of pretty good. I think I'm gonna hold on to this so that way we can try and beat a Hydra for 4 next turn. If they try and eat Feather with it.
My pets are hungry, and you look like lunch.
Ah, damn it. I guess we'll stop. I wanted to go during their second main phase and cast this, but doing it at their end step isn't good enough. I missed a scry and a 1/1 counter here because of not having my stop set. Feels bad, man. Have to stop now so we don't miss it again.
One drop ripples and grows.
Voracious Hydra in their Storm the Festival deck seems like an interesting choice.
We will not fail.
Keep stop here again as well. So if we draw a trample card, they're lethal. Target this one this time so I can kill this in the air.
Will not forsake you.
All I'm gonna be able to think about, all I can think about this whole game is that, like, I missed one scry because of Magic Arena being Magic Arena. Like, we could beat a piece of action like this last turn a turn sooner. like, actually put 5 bad cards at the bottom of our deck and still have just been flooding out. Shelter doesn't get past the forest, right? Doesn't they cast that? Hey, for people asking, is the sound bug fixed? The answer is no. Do I keep... honestly, I should have kept the lands in my hand knowing we had a Virtuoso in our deck. I think I keep that because we can target it next turn. What are spells? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, Anaphylactic? Thank you for the 26 months. Welcome back. There's a meteor golem to kill our feather and shut our engine off. Come on. Give me something. That's something, chat. That's something. Is Reckless Rage good enough at this point? I'm not sure that it is. I think I am bottoming this, and we're looking for an Ancestral Anger for next turn, right? I think we just do this, and we gotta go for lethal. That would have been good enough when we still had a feather, but without a feather, that's no longer good enough. And with Angelfire Ignition, we can even rummage through it because it has flashback. So we get a lot of looks at Angelfire here. It's 2 Scries, 2 Connives, a draw step, so you get five chances at Angelfire. And we're through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bad cards. And actually, I probably don't want to upkeep this, right? Because I want to draw for the turn so I can have a card in hand to connive in case I hit Ancestral Anger. Because Ancestral Anger also does it. And Defiant Strike is a redraw. Yep. Are they dead? I think they're dead. Super dead. Yes. Yes, they are. Okay, so I could draw into that, right? So let's just double count really quick. They've got 10, 20, 23, 27, 28, 29. So if I Reckless Rage, we clear through 4 of that. And then this gives us... Are there 2 Angers in here already? There are. Okay. Angelfire Ignition does not give flying, no. We're open to draw a spell here. That's fine. We missed. I'm just gonna assume this is lethal. Is it actually lethal? So they... Is that actually lethal? So they have to block an elf here, and they're taking 28. Do they have at least 18? They have 9. 7 is 16, 17. So they're two short because this has to block here. Sick. All right, and we were like really unlucky there, right? It took us forever to find cards. Rewarded for not mulliganing this kind of slow hand. I've just gotten shredded by Thoughtseize. I think I'm supposed to chill waiting on a land tier, right? They've showed us they don't have another Thoughtseize. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and scry here. Untapped land. I was not willing to scry twice. Maybe I was supposed to be. So I think because I kind of want to scry anyways, I'm going to go ahead and block here and then Titan Strength. And then obviously when they go to kill it, we'll fight as one. So they'll need 2 pieces of removal to stop this here. And if they have 2 pieces, then Feather is more likely to survive. It does kill the Bone Crusher. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast this now while they're tapped out. Just guaranteed get the extra card back. Let's hold up Defiant Strike here. Did not get the stop in my end step soon enough. Maybe that's for the best. They get to take one of these 2 away, but then I get to still have my Defiant Strike going, which is great for us, obviously. Yeah, I'm a little surprised they took Dreadhorde instead of 10th too. Yep. Play my lands out here because we're going to use our mana. I think without a Connive Dork in sight, I want to play my lands out so I can cast all my spells. This deck's really good at using its mana in the mid to late game. And we're set up that we're far enough ahead at this point that I think we're just not worried about playing that out. The Stock Boy, thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Was a free attack from them. That was a token that was going to die. I go ahead and Defiant Strike here. Obviously, if they have 2 removal spells in their hand, we get into trouble, but I don't think we're ever playing around 2. It's a target 10th district again here with us. I agree with our opponent's conclusion there. They failed to kill the feather in that moment, and the game was over. Definitely a showdown of the Skalds matchup. They're going to be grinding a little bit. I think we want the Reckless Rages to deal with their Kalitas's and Reflections. I think this is an Ancestral Anger out matchup. Sorcery speed tricks tend to be pretty mediocre in the face of removal spells. Titan Strength, maybe? I'm not sure exactly how low I want to go on these spells that target. This is 15 currently, which might be the floor. Maybe we should, like, trim a Dreadhorde Arcanist. Stance seems fine. I don't know about that. It kills, like, exactly Kalitas and nothing else. I don't really know that active Kalitas bothers us all that much, right? I guess it's, like, fine, because it's an interactive card, too. I could see this being okay. Definitely a matchup where you're not too upset about extra protection. And they do have a lot of Graveyard Hate, which makes Dreadhorde Arcanist a little bit worse. They tend to play like Graveyard Trespasser and stuff. Sinister sorceries to start here, but they're gonna Thoughtseize us a bunch anyways, so. Like finding free money, D20 Bandit. It's kind of like chilling, waiting for a showdown of the Skalds at this point. I'm gonna wait to play this until I can hold up Sejiri Shelter for it, I think. Get punished by a second Thoughtseize, but I think that's worth. They go to Harvester the Legionnaire, we pro black, and then they can't attack this turn either, which is nice. Even if they have like a Fatal Push here, that's still a 2 for 2. Yeah, that's fine, right? So we'll kill the Blood Tithe Harvester, and then my Dorko's bigger than their Trespasser. I have the creature land as well. keep that. It makes future 1-drops we drop better, and it'll encourage them to attack with their Trespasser into my 4/4 next turn. Or in 2 turns, I guess I should say. Chandra's probably unbeatable here.
On fire? I know.
Oh, they're killing my Dreadhorde. That seems good for me.
Stop, drop, and roll won't help you, buddy.
I can force their Planeswalker off the board here, right? Today in set reviews are basically useless. I read an old Ikora review by Patrick Chapin that said Luris was unplayable, accepted Vintage, and Kruger was by far the best companion in Standard. Not knocking him, it's just funny. I'd actually give a counterpoint. I think that's super worth knocking him over. I think one of the things a lot of Magic writers and content creators in general do a disservice for is they effectively lie or give bad takes depending on how generous or not generous you want to be to their viewer base for the sake of generating clicks. I think the Explorer Anthology is really good, Steve. I think the historic one's obviously trash. Unless you're looking for just a review of all the cards that you haven't seen the list of cards. The Explorer one was good, the Historic one was awful. The hell is Kruga? Kruga's the blue-green one that draws cards based on how many high-cost permanents you control. The historic one is honestly bad enough that it's borderline insulting. The fact that they told us they were splitting the anthologies into 2 and giving us more cards, and they filled out half of one of the anthologies with a bunch of fucking uncommon artifact lands it's insulting, to just be blunt. I might just draw a card here, honestly, because it like helps propel us to the things for these. I was gonna smack him in the face and work towards my land drop. Yes, and they're charging full price for both. The one with 10 common artifact lands is the same full price as the other one. And they're both the same price as even the good anthology of the 2, the Explorer one, is 5 cards less than the previous anthologies that had the same price tag. So they still charge you the same price for 20% less cards. But I guess if you break it down, there's inflation and the price of producing digital goods is up. These pixels aren't just gonna store themselves, chat. Come on now, be empathetic towards them. It's not like they had their not like they just had their most profitable year ever for the 5th year in a row. They're hurting over there, chat. Think pixels grow on trees? Damn entitled millennials. What's going on, Niv? Thank you for the 51 months. The cost of these pixels has stayed the same. Welcome back. Appreciate it. You get a discount for an anthology for any of the cards? You do not. You do not. You all just don't appreciate the shareholders the way that you should. Praise be to the mighty shareholders. Hey, we drew a threat here, and our 1-mana threat letting us hold up both of these spells is actually pretty good. We want an upkeep stop. I don't know that we do, because both of these spells represent a prevent all damage for a turn. I guess, do I want to Abyss them to threaten to take their Planeswalker off the board? I guess I probably do. I guess I probably do. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna trade Titan Strength for the Trespasser. I think that's a good exchange for me. Moments before the disaster. They do still have a Chandra in play here. So like, we've got a shot, but we're definitely not ahead. Or pretty close to even at the moment. Kroxa is a pretty good draw. We can at least indestructible this so Chandra can't kill it this turn. If Chandra bricks and we draw untapped land or spell to target Hoplite, we can take their Planeswalker off the table. Okay, there's a brick from Chandra. Come on, untapped land or Defiant Strike. Untapped land. Oh, wait, they have enough to escape Kroxa. Defiant Strike's still pretty good, because it would let me, choose, make them choose between Kroxa or Chandra, and I think we're just dead at this point, right? Like, Feather comes into play here, but I have to block the Kroxa, basically.
Time to toast your marshmallows. S'mores, anyone?
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody buying this historic anthology. I don't even plan to buy it. Whatever a couple of rares or whatever will play out of it, I'll just craft using wild cards. The mythics in it aren't good. Yeah, but if it's good for Historic Brawl, is buying it actually good, or are you better off just crafting one of each of the cards that you want? You have 0 rares? Yeah, but you'd get a bunch of rare wild cards buying $20 worth of booster packs, right? From another set, and you get other cards that are maybe playable with it. I wasn't paying attention, I bought the wrong one first. Well, that's fine. So long as you haven't played with the cards, you can just refund them back, right? Because any consumer-friendly product would do that. Oh, what's that? Sorry, the producer in my ear is telling me only Legends of Runeterra lets you do that, not Magic Arena. Apologies for the confusion. Yeah, I don't intend to spend my own money on Tarmogoyfs, and if someone wants to donate for a Tarmogoyf deck, the first person's gonna have to donate for me to also buy the anthology. So the first Tarmogoyf deck costs an extra $20. Am I jamming Feather? There's no guarantee we draw another land next turn. Dacha! Thanks for the 2 years. I appreciate the prime. Welcome back. This is the part where they kill the Feather and then we draw an untapped land next turn, right? To be embarrassed? It's close. I don't think it's wrong to necessarily sit on the Feather here. Okay, that's great for us. Things you love to see. It. Reckless rage. Some things die while others feel the pain. Reckless rage. And then we are not going to be greedy and dig for a land here with our last mana. Just going to go ahead and sit on it to hold up fight as one. If they tap out on their turn, we can Defiant Strike at their end step or their second main or whatever. I can put a stop on their second main now to leave myself that flexibility. The upside to casting it on their second main is Feather returns the card straight at the beginning of the next end step. So if I cast my spells targeting my creature during their second main, we get them back at their end step and then can theoretically cast them again on our turn. No! Not discarding a card, chat. Will I ever recover from this immense card disadvantage? So, they've triggered Revolt here, so I'm going to be a little conservative and just not jam into it. Take note, this is the one time it's appropriate to be a little conservative. Land for the turn already, so that's nice. It's a pretty fair concession, I think. Skyclave Apparition sounds lovely. Extra Reckless Rage to deal with Mayhem Devil sounds important. I think Titan Strength is probably kind of mediocre here on average because of their plethora of blockers. Angelfire, good for the inverse reason because they have blockers. We get to go ahead and trample over them. Trim here. If I'm bringing in Skyclave Apparition, I could afford to trim a threat. Putting my money where my mouth is. All right. Well, I guess Paula has purchased us Tarmogoyf, chat. So maybe we will lose some games with Tarmogoyf at some point today. Thank you for the biddies, Paula. We're definitely playing Abzan and Explore as the second deck after this one. Maybe we'll do one historic deck today as a treat. German Arcanist. I think I'd rather get rid of Virtuoso against their Mayhem Devil deck. That's close, though. There have been a few people reporting they've been getting stuck waiting for server. Noxious Grasped. It's a pretty reasonable one for the format. I'm not sure how I feel about this one versus Ray of Enfeeblement, because Ray kills Rat for 1 mana, but this does also play against the mono green deck, which has some upside. Yes, Arcanist naturally having Trample is definitely relevant at certain points. It does also kill Teferi, that's true. It's a reasonable shout. Untapped white would be lovely here, so we could Skyclave this Oni Cult Anvil. What's going on, Cosmic? Hey, Cosmic Letdown. That was my nickname for HA6. That's coincidence. Hey, what's going on, Greg Pipe? Thanks for the 2.5 years. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Right, I mean, and they're down to just 1 card here, right? Like, they've been killing all my stuff, but they kind of don't have much left over. Like, I mean, I don't expect a lot from Wizards of the Coast usually, and like, I wasn't expecting the Historic Anthology to be... I wasn't expecting the Historic Anthology to be 20 good or even playable cards, but the 10 lands, 10 unplayable lands at that is just insulting. There's no other way to put it. It's 10 unplayable lands and charging the same price. Like, my expectations were low, but holy crap. Like, I've been trained to have really low expectations with things in this, you know, regarding Wizards of the Coast, but they just, like, punch so low. What are we doing here, friendo? I keep mousing over my Skyclave. I feel like they have like a Village Rites or something in hand. They attacked with both of these last turn into my Skyclave, implying they would have a way to kill it if I blocked, or it was a really good bluff. Either way, I think there's a chance they have like a Rites or a 1-mana sacrifice card in hand. And with double fight as one here, I'm just gonna work through their stuff. Fatal Push? Oh, it could be Fatal Push, that's true. A block would trigger Revolt. So now they sack their blood token. They're just doing nothing. Wow, it was just a straight bluff last turn? It's kind of sick. I'm in for a land. Hey, Tara. Glad we have a space where you feel comfortable being you. Thanks for being a part of it. Still feels like I think the Fatal Push read from chat is right here. I think this is Fatal Push. And then they're gonna push, and then we'll fight as one again. Yeah. Good read from chat. Interesting sequence. I don't know that I agree or disagree with the opponent's sequence. It definitely, like, put me off my guard a little bit. Like, this is fine. It gives us some scries. We get to trample over here for a bunch. Defiant Strike is fine to leave on top. We get to Skyclave the Mayhem Devil off the board next turn. You're probably as strong with the Skyclave. Well, I didn't know that I was gonna have to play both of my things when I declared my attack Corgi. So there was definitely a chance that the Skyclave was gonna be able to block with our combat tricks before all that happened. I also didn't want to be forced to proactively use a fight as one if they didn't have a removal spell in hand. This matchup definitely seems a lot better than the mid-range matchup did. Well, they only have 4 mana, so if they meat hook, they get these back, but these 2 live, and I think we're still good at that point. That's true. The previous turn, meat hook could have gotten us before we got to Defiant Strike this. No blank. What a strange card against our creature deck. I guess we end up with cards in hand sometimes, but this matchup definitely feels like it's about playing to the board. This deck seems kind of real. We felt like we've had a real shot in every single match that we've played. We're doing something that's like kind of powerful. The Connive Dorko with the double strike. It's really, really strong payoff. This like Favored Hoplite was such a fantastic addition to this deck. Getting to trade any one of our target spells for like kill your thing instead of combat is so strong. This update put me at 110% Mythic. That's funny. I thought we were special at 100%. 110%? You really give it your all, huh? Hardened Scales. Oh, yeah, this is one. Maybe we'll have to play some Scales today. Hangerback Walker is a sweet card. Very, very good. Very good. Maybe I was supposed to upkeep Scry. Who do I bin here? I think it's the other Virtuoso. Can I kill them this turn if they don't block? Yeah, they actually have to jump block or they're dead. That's kind of hilarious. All right, cool, sure. No big. As you will. Shisha. Remember when I said we're doing something that's kind of linear and powerful, chat? Double strike's a hell of a keyword. It was a hell of a keyword, chat. This is a Skyclave and Reckless Rage in matchup. I think they're more likely to have spot removal post board, which makes Ancestral Anger a little bit worse. And then if we're boarding in these, usually I've been trimming Dreadhorde. Do we want Stance? Is Stance better than Arcanist? I could see that. So I can afford to like full cut Arcanist since we're bringing in Skyclave as another creature. Their stuff does get rather large. Man, Skyclave's so good against Hanger Backwalker, huh? You just get to exile it, and then they get a 0/0 token back if they kill your thing. Seems pretty good. Ban Winota. My Winota. Is it worth pushing a little bit of damage here? I think I want to cast. I'm just gonna chill. I'm not gonna let him attack me in the backswing. Like I can push like 3 damage with a Defiant Strike here, and then I take 2 to 3 on the backswing. I think with Feather in our hand and this Skyclave, we're pretty well set up to go long. With Steel Overseer drawn. Now, I guess I don't need to cycle this. So I just get to play Skyclave next turn. It could be right to cycle the Defiant Strike to give myself a better chance to have Feather plus protection for Feather on 4. I just had my 5/6 lose a fight to Koga. God bless us, everyone. I think I'm just chilling. Wait, am I? No. No, I actually don't have a third white, right? If this was white, I think we'd pass and wait till next turn, but because this is... There's a good chance Feather dies here. Ooh, why'd they shock this in? What are they holding up? Oh, they have Voltage Surge. Okay. Yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble now. Eshed. It's Patchwork Automatons. Gonna be out of Reckless Rage range, but we do have 3 more Skyclaves, so. No. This? I kind of wish I had shocked in the Sacred Foundry. Okay, so that goes to 6/6, but it's still dead here, right? Okay, we're suddenly no longer behind. Suddenly no longer behind. Gonna attack with everything here because they want to try and block Skyclave. We just like fight as one it. Yeah, it feels like we've been jettisoned into a commanding position here. It's the next deck we're playing today. Barring any donation decks coming across the board, we're building Abzan Midrange and Explorer next. My loose plans are Abzan mid-range and Abzan mid-range, blue-white artifacts, and then maybe something in historic with Tarmogoyf if I feel like losing. Yeah, people that are in Abzan mid-range, we're talking about Explorer. Goyf is historical, eh? Get to exile this. And then they're dead here to the Defiant Strike. Oh, I technically should have used fight. If they weren't dying there, we'd fight as one to save that and push with this. All right, let's get one more good match in with Feather, and then we'll build some Abzan, huh? Am I gonna play with Rhino, or is it not good enough? I mean, we're definitely gonna start with Siege Rhino. Chat, I am a man of the people. I know that folks are looking at this 1274 and they're like, that number is way too high for Jeff. We need to load up some Siege Rhinos and fix this. And if Siege Rhino is not good inside of just an Abzan mid-range deck, it could be good inside of the Enigmatic Incarnation deck we played yesterday. So I don't think I'm gonna play Enigmatic today, but tomorrow or next week we'll do that. Is my plan. It's a shame these are all humans, like I can only protect one of them from a sweeper next turn. I don't think I want to play. I think I'm just hitting them for 3 and passing here. I think I want this haste for post sweeper, right? It's a real shame we don't have any Defiant Strikes or Ancestral Angers this turn. Those would have been my preferred things to have been able to play to pump the Virtuoso up. Let's attack to start, see what they do. I think with the nothing, I'm going to play Shelter tapped and pass. Kuzaloo, thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. And before we build the Abzan deck, we'll make sure to restart the client so we can have a little bit of extra audio as a treat. Second white 8. Never before has my body been so ready to settle down. As a non-human, it's true. This game has audio, yeah. And even if they have like a counterspell for fight is one here, there's still connives and lets it beat the shark in combat. Still get to draw a discard here. A bit of Dreadhorde Arcanist. Just gonna go ahead and cast this. We have a haste creature as a follow-up if they sweep the board. Just need to get things into play here. Sure. I'm spinning tires, seems fine for us. That's true. The no audio is exactly the same as when we play Magic Online, because that game's audio is so bad you just turn it off on purpose. Yeah, I agree, Lambton. I think that would be a sweet thing for the white color pie to have. Give spells in the stack hexproof as a way to counter spells in a pretty unique way. I'm going to hold on to this Vantage because we have the Virtuoso in play. Start attacking them. For 8 here, maybe 6. They might chump block with the shark. But getting them low means that Den of the Bugbear is potentially live. Oh, and now they have Castle. Castle. Think we just passed for now. And all of these monocolor utility lands in their 3-color deck. It's a lot of ambition over there. We know that they drew that because otherwise they would have countered Feather on the stack with it last turn. We're probably flooded in dead at this point. Den pushes through Castle, not at all. We have a 2/2 Shark right there on the battlefield, and now they have 2/1/1s. Maybe we pick up, like, Reckless Rage this turn. We can kill the Shark and punch in, and then all of that also misses the fact that, like, they have a 7/7 they can block with here, so I think we're done at this point. So Showdowns and Stances in, Reckless Rage, and some Ancestral Anger out. We don't really need the Trample and Sorcery Speed. Tricks are a little bit of a liability here. I feel like saying let's do one more is the way to assuredly summon blue-white control shitters to the top of your queue on Magic Arena. Like, let's play one more with Feather, immediately queue into a 45-minute match. The amount of time it takes to play a match on Arena is such a tough delta, where sometimes you sit down and you play for 7 minutes for a best of 3, and sometimes you sit down and you play for 50 minutes. I think I'm just jamming Feather. Am I? Maybe we're like 10th district in the tap land Feather next turn. Ideally, I want to play this on... Ideally, I want to play this on 5 so we can play 2 lands off of it. Okay. So they swung and missed, and we drew a cantrip. So let's go Feather and the Defiant Strike here, and this should be more than enough to close this out, I think. Hey, what's going on, Gog? Thanks for the brand new Prime. There's a ton of great people who get said that every month too here on Twitch. Thanks for sending it this way this month and keeping me around. Wouldn't be able to be without folks like you. Open on Showdown here. That way, if they counterspell this, I can go land into Defiant Strike the 10th District Legionnaire. I'll be happy to keep another threat here. 6. Kyle, thanks for 11 months. Welcome back. They pitched a Farewell. Farewell in your... Wait, Farewell works properly with Portable Hole, right? Yeah, it exiles the artifact and then the creature. And then next turn we'll get to go Feather into some Fightus ones. Oh, wait. My Twitch chat stopped working. Maybe something else is. Yeah, Twitch must be having problems. Something went terribly wrong. Yeah, I refreshed the cache and it looks like it's not coming back up. So let's start by attacking with Dreadhorde Arcanist. I mean, I guess we'll just cast these, right? Because otherwise they go away and this way they come back to our hand. They also put 1/1 counters on my Arcanist here. Oh, this is theoretically lethal, huh? That's unfortunate. Destructible. What a useless keyword against control in 2022. Start here. I want to diversify my threats here a little bit. I don't really need Stance with Fight, just one in hand. Now we'll take the attack here. I guess we'll attempt to kill them with Feather Redeemed. We assume there's another Emperor in my future. Okay. We going to a game 3? Going to a game 3. God bless. Hey, RV, welcome back. Appreciate the 14 months. Sorry, Twitch foobard on you. Have to mulligan this. I don't know, it's close though. 1-drop into 2-drop is like I'd totally keep this hand on 6, right? That's close. I wouldn't fault anyone for mulliganing this, but I think there's merit to keeping it. That's not a heck of a first spell to draw. For sure. And the early chip shots these are getting in are exactly why we kept this kind of speculative opener here. 1 and a 2 is very good against the control deck. We've not seen Doomscar out of them yet. We have seen a bunch of Saw Comings. So I think this is most likely a Saw Coming. Hey, howdy, Uberg. Welcome back. Happy Anthology Day to you. Almost done with our first deck of the day. Cast some Siege Rhinos after this one, I think. That's a decent draw. Let's start with Feather and see where the turn takes us. I bet this gets Saw Coming. And then we'll attack with both of these. They block Favored Hoplite. We'll go ahead and Defiant Strike here. Hoping to dodge March here. What's going on, Andre Cards? Thanks for 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. This resolves is very good for us. Really? They're killing that one and letting us draw the card. That's so good for us. I think that's pretty wrong. I guess they wanted to protect their life total, but I'm super happy to get to draw a card there. It could be right, I guess. We don't know what's in their hands, so it's hard to fully evaluate their choices. Like another hasty dork, please. I think we Sejiri Shelter to kill this shark, right? Yes, that can stay there. We actually haven't seen a sweeper out of them yet, but I think I'm supposed to chill on the Virtuoso. They've got to be on Verdict or something, right? Oh, we did see Farewell. That's true. I forgot about that one. I was in the other game. Speaking of Farewell, you want an extra LOL about... You want an extra LOL about the artifact lands at Historic. Imagine being the poor sap that realized their artifact lands get killed by, their artifact lands get killed by Farewell and Divine Purge. Slag, big LOL. Other than Settle the Wreckage, they're dead here. Oh, I guess Emperor saves them. She exiles one. Memory Deluge resolves. God bless us, everyone. This archetype got a really solid upgrade. Like, this deck always felt like it was missing a good one-drop, and good golly is Favored Hoplite just like exactly the one-drop this deck wanted. Like, being able to win any combat engagement by just being targeted by Defiant Strike or Titan Strength, or someone called Reckless Rage with Hoplite cheating earlier in this set. I think that's a good descriptor. I'm not 100% sure we want 0 Soulscar Mage. It might be right to have slightly more one-drops. Dreadhorde Arcanist was kind of middling throughout the set. I could see maybe wanting to move away from this card and play another one-drop for a more aggressively slanted build. Virtuoso continues to be insane. We had played this deck once before we had Favored Hoplite, and good golly does this card hit even harder than before with Titan Strength. We had a turn 3 lethal during that set if you missed it, where we just like attacked with a 10 power double striking Virtuoso, and they died thanks to double Titan Strength and some connives. It was really, really sweet. All right, since we gotta restart the client anyways, I am going to run a bounty board ad real quick here before we switch over to building Abzan. It's a good one. It's for the upcoming Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Here's the thing. We're a team of thieves. And when you do this, you're bound to make enemies. Sometimes those enemies come looking for revenge.
This looks really good. It looks bad in a good sort of way. Come on now. I hope it's really good.
Truth be